Hello. Hello, hi. Acting like Katya, if you know. If you know, you know. Katya and Trixie. Anyone? No? Okay. Happy Friday, y'all. I hope everyone listening is looking, feeling, and doing good. If you do not know me, my name is Isis Marie Paris. I was a case manager at a rehabilitation facility as well as a forensic science graduate, and this is the Hyperlux Podcast, episode 2, where each Friday we will be discussing either a mental health or forensic story that we can relate to our own lives. First things first, I wanted to, from the bottom of my corazón, thank everybody, all my friends and family who watched the first tester episode of the pod, to everyone who personally reached out with kind words, positive energy. I appreciate you and love you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really did appreciate it. Very, very nice. I also wanted to speak on a question I had gotten from a few people asking if I was planning on doing video episodes of the podcast eventually. Now, definitely, as time marches on, that will be happening. However, I am a shy little bird ass bitch. So for the time being, I am enjoying not having to watch myself talk for the time being. So yeah, that's that on that. And also, I'm literally recording this on iMovie, so I obviously do not have the funds as of yet. So to anyone who knows more about camera, video, audio work, hit a sister up in the DM. Hay una mujer hispana necesitada, por favor, manden ayuda, gracias. So let's get into what the people require on this Good Friday. So you have a narcissistic a-hole. My bad. Don't know how else to say it. Pardon the French. Who is in your life and you want to get revenge on them for all the BS that they had put you through. My people. Mi gente. My first question is, why do you feel like you want to seek revenge? How long have you been feeling these emotions for? What triggers these emotions? What exactly are the emotions that you feel? We obviously, for one, know that a strong one is vengefulness. But why and what exactly have they done to you to now take it into your own hands and even the playing field with this person or persons, multiple? And I say this not to preach that revenge is never the answer, because I would be lying to you all and to myself, all of my astrology people listening. Most of my planet placements are in Scorpio. I have a lot of 8th house placements. So trust me when I say, one of the first thoughts that I have when I feel someone has wronged me or emotionally tried me is, ooh, I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna be waiting in the shadows for that ass. I swear to God, and I'm stupid, I know. It's very stupid. But for real though. But as I continue to ponder on those vengeful ideologies that I'm having in that current moment, I also think to myself, wow, Isis, you are so very immature still. And I ask myself the questions that I just asked you. So this podcast, it's going to be hopefully having you look introspectively and figure out, instead of, revenge, how to disarm a narcissist and put them in their place psychologically, which, if you ask me, is an intelligent form of revenge that doesn't have you stoop to being cruel, even if you feel they deserve all that smoke. So number 1, I'm going to tell you guys something that you may or may not have heard before. Perfect way to have your narcissist in question foaming at the mouth. Do not react. Whether positively or negatively, just do not give them anything. I am a huge philosophy lover. If you come into my house, you will see the majority of my book genres are either in science or philosophy. And one of my favorite philosophy books, which I highly recommend, I believe that they have it on YouTube too, if you are curious to look it up. It is called A Guide to Stoicism, and it is by St. George Stock. What is Stoicism? Generally, it is the idea of enduring any pain or hardship in your life without the display of feelings or complaints. Why is this such a powerful tool, especially with human beings? Well, are you going to more likely listen to someone who is emotional and erratic? Or will you be more inclined to listen to someone who is logical and unmoving in their opinions during a discussion? Personally, I hold more with the latter. And two people cannot both be emotional and erratic, especially if you are in an argument. It's just not going to work. There is no positive movement that can occur in that type of scenario. So, for example, say you have a narcissistic family member that is trying to gaslight you about something they did to you, but obviously they don't want to admit it. Do not emotionally engage with them. You can state something in a very cool tone, like, I am sorry you aren't able to see what you did to me, which was fill in the blank for whatever they did or said. I am going to go and enjoy the rest of my day. This reaction will more likely be very aggressive because they want you to react like they're reacting so that later on they can validate that you deserved the behavior that they were projecting towards you. If they do, I personally would just do as I stated previously, say, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day and not acknowledge any craziness that they do or say towards me, and I'm gonna bounce. I'm not going to say anything else after that. But if you want to be petty and really stick it to them to where they will drive themselves crazy and you don't have to do anything after you leave, you could say something along the lines of, you seem to be very upset. I have already stated how your behavior has caused me to feel, and I am not going to argue over feelings that will not be changing. Then leave. After this interaction, do not talk to them. Even if you get insulting text messages or voicemails, do not engage. You may have shown them in the past that this type of behavior could get a rise out of you, so the best revenge at this point is silence, because now they are alone with their thoughts, and narcissists hate this because now they are forced to look within themselves and realize they are not all that they build themselves up to be. They will be slowly but surely losing their supply, which is you, that feeds their ego, that they would typically have gone in and, now they feel lost because they're like, where am I going to get this ego boost from? They just left. And now I'm just here sitting alone with my thoughts. Number 2, compliment them. Do not look at your screen crazy because I'm going to explain. Have y'all ever heard the term compliment on a square or a compliment sandwich? It's a similar concept. So let's take this to the workplace. Say you have a narcissistic boss or coworker who takes credit for work that you do or your other coworkers do. They do not respect personal boundaries. They blame other people for the mistakes that they make. Blah, 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 blah. You can come in one day, see them doing one of the following, and say, wow, Mr. So-and-so, great job on the pitch you did this afternoon. I really enjoyed it. I just can't believe no one else can see what a great job you do every day. Do you see what I did there? What did we say last podcast about how narcissists truly feel about themselves? They are extremely insecure. They have this grandiose sense of self because they need to cover how insignificant, how unintelligent, how lost they feel inside. You stating, I can't believe no one else can see what a great job you do every day, will trigger that psychological itch that they feel about themselves because, look, someone else just noticed my deepest personal thought. So everyone in the office doesn't notice me or my work, even though they stole that. But still, my thoughts must be true. Their false self-image will crumble with simple statements like this. And you can even watch for yourself. You may see them asking people around the office their opinions on the project that you just brought up and asking a million questions about how they thought that they did, just to try and rebuild that self-image and build that wall back up again by asking all of these questions. And that just means that you got them. You got to their ego and now they're second guessing themselves. So, congratulations. Lastly, number 3. Success and happiness. This is especially true if you are in a relationship or dealing with an ex who has narcissistic tendencies. How that stroke tastes, Jesus. Narcissistic tendencies, or they're just a narcissist. Again, narcissists want all the attention, all of the glory, everything to be about themselves. If they see someone else doing well, they cannot handle that. They are internally losing their mind. But you smiling with your certificates, showing off your new degree or degrees, getting promoted, expecting a child, getting a new house, all of these special life goals will have the narcissist comparing themselves to you and wondering why their life doesn't look like yours. Like the old saying goes, success is the best revenge. This is why I am a big believer in working in silence. Again, bringing that Scorpio energy into the chat. Yes, hello, hi. Because working in silence allows yourself to do what? Shadow work for yourself internally and externally, bring about results that will be beneficial to you in the long run. So while you are dealing and breaking down those emotions felt during this partnership / ex relationship, the narcissist isn't doing anything differently. 9 times out of 10, I can assure you that the narcissist will be in the exact same miserable place that you left them in. And meanwhile, you're thriving. You're taking your 7th vacation of the year, and you're just living your best life, Lil Duval. And that is how you truly manipulate a narcissist. I hope you enjoyed episode 2 of the Hyperlux podcast. Make sure, if you liked it, to let me know. Hit the like, sis. That is just free. Help a sister out. And also comment down below your own thoughts and opinions, as well as any other topics that you'd like to hear more about. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate everybody who listened to the first one and sent me love. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.